एक खत्म कर दूंगा।
Well, I'll be damned. It completely changed colour. Or maybe it just got mouldy. Well... Got the basilisk egg, laid by a black cockerel, brooded by a toad. Just for you.
Really? Surely you... Quickly, give it here.
Oh, sure. No need to thank me.
Sorry, of course. I'm grateful. The basilisk won't hatch from the egg, but it would look great on a shield. I could paint it. I don't have any coin right now, but you know what? Take this ring of mine. If you don't like it, you can at least sell it for a few groschen.
Thanks. So, what now? Are you going to crack the egg already?
As soon as I've prepared everything I need. But I'd like some peace and privacy for it, if you don't mind.
Seriously? I just want to watch.
No, you distract me. Understand that I have to handle something this rare with extreme...
Fine. Sorry.
Wait, I didn't mean it like that. I just need peace.
What's making such a mess?
It's hard to explain, sorry. But sometimes I almost wish my cursed skull were as empty as that painted one on the shelf.
What are you hoping to achieve with this basilisk paint? What makes it so special? A basilisk can kill with a glance, right? At least that's what they say.
It depends. Some people claim it's the basilisk's breath that's deadly. Unfortunately, there's precious little real evidence.
And is it smart to mix something like that into paint? What if you poison yourself?
I appreciate your concern, but you don't need to worry. The paint has several ingredients, and the yolk is just one of them. Even if it's poisonous, I'll manage somehow. To be honest, I don't expect the paint I mix to be miraculous. What matters more is the quality of the pigments.
Then why did I go to so much...
It's all about the story. When I tell people how difficult it was to acquire, that's why you've got to be careful about what you reveal.
And so what are you going to do, once you've made the basilisk?
I'd like to leave here soon for another job, but I still...
Is there any way I can help?
At the moment, I can't think of it. But right now, I need to mix this basilisk paint. Come back tomorrow. By this...
shouldn't be bothering us.
All right.
Be polite people like you. God be with you.
God be with you. How's the watch going?
Excuse me.
Henry! I'm glad you turned up. I could use some advice. I paid Osina my last few groschen for it, and even had to paint a lewd picture above his bed. But I feel like he cheated me.
Well, honestly, I can't tell much at a glance. But why do you even need a...
No, I'm preparing for my final unfinished work here in the Trotsky region.
And who do you want to fight?
His name is Burkhard, a thief, a bandit, and above all, a murderer. There's been a bounty on his head for quite...
And you've suddenly decided to become a protector of the region?
It's not the region I want to protect. I feel like someone keeps whispering in my ear. Burkhard must die. He must die. Over and over again. I can't even work anymore.
Why's that?
It's because I know Burkhard.
What kind of man is this Burkhard, anyway?
A vile one, if you can call him a man at all. He's known for beating his victims to death with a helmet, just for pleasure. He even has a special notch on it.
If you've known this man for so long, why are you only just...
Don't think I just woke up one day and decided to go kill him. Honestly, when I found out he was here, but on my way out of here...
The archer and the...
I realized it was a sign. I couldn't run, so I started looking for ways to get rid of Burkhard.
What kind of way?
I'm not sure I should even tell you.
Look at me. At everything I've done for you.
Henry, all right. I won't beat around the... You know how I said I feel like someone keeps whispering in my ear? I can't sleep, eat, or work because of it. So I've tried to get that murderer out of my head using that shrine and the egg. They weren't about my artistic experiments, but my
What were you doing at Vela?
when our Lord wouldn't help me.
What was the egg for? You're not hunting.
No, definitely not. I really did use it for the paint. And
Holy Mary.
she wasn't the one I prayed.
You know what? So, you're just going to trade your brush for a sword and kill a wanted murderer?
What else can I do? I can't get him out of my head. And the law clearly doesn't care. So let God judge us. I'll challenge Burke.
I don't mean to underestimate you, but there wouldn't be anything fair about that. Fine, but I still don't understand why this man weighs so heavily on your mind.
Are
you serious?
I'm sorry, Henry. I know I'm not giving you many answers, but believe me.
You lied to me the whole time. I'm not going to send you to your death. We'll have to come up with a...
I don't see any other way. I've waited 35 years to see someone take down that bastard. And in the meantime, do you know how many lives he took?
I'll take care of him myself. After all...
I can't ask that of you. I've already involved you more than is healthy for your immortal soul.
Don't worry. If I end up in hell, it certainly won't be because of your...
Henry?
Sure. I'll sneak in there. It'll be over before anyone even notices. But how will I know it's...
I'd say his sins will be written all over his face. But I'm not naive. He'll definitely have his helmet with a notch on the brim.
Who put the bounty on it?
If I remember correctly, it was the bailiff of Troskowitz. And that means something. I've heard Thrush isn't one to part with his money, but without proper proof.
A fella like that won't be alone, will he?
I'd bet my boots he does. At least half a dozen men. But since we're on the subject, I'd like to ask... Burkhardt likes to recruit young lads with no sense of purpose in life. He promises them money, wenches, and respect. And they repay him. Feel free to rough them up a bit or kick their asses, but don't kill them. I know very well they're not evil. And I feel sorry for people like...
How do you know so much?
Let's just say...
All right. I'll try not to hurt them. If you were preparing to face him, you must know where to find him.
Not exactly, unfortunately. They say he's hiding somewhere in Apollonia, and that was enough for me. I plan to find him by ear. A gang like that can be heard miles.
So, now I know everything. And don't...
Are you sure I shouldn't handle this myself?
It'll be simpler this way.
All right, then. And...
Christ, pardon me. Good day to you, friend.
Doing, you whistler? Who's that?
Easy. Easy. Nice and slow. God! Quick! Burkhardt and his band should be skulking around here somewhere.
Hey!
Calm down. I'm just going to talk to Burkhardt. I'll find him, talk to him, and then I'm gone. So,
The one and only.
I'm Henry of...
And what?
I came because of my friend.
Straight to the point. I like that. How about joining me instead?
Join you? Never.
So, what are we going to do about my head? I'm sorry to say it's stuck pretty...
I offer you the chance to end your wretched life with honor.
I've killed more people than I can count, but an honorable duel.
Draw your weapon then. And don't try any...
Oh, looks like you know quite a bit about me.
Christ, this must be the helmet the painter was talking about. I should take it as proof.
Helmet. What helmet?
What is it, Mutt? I'd say you can sleep peacefully again.
Finally.
But what?
I don't know. I suppose I thought I'd feel a lot more relieved. All those years of suffering. But don't let that trouble you. Tell me.
I only killed Burkhardt. But whether any of them will change their ways, I can't say.
That's possible. I won't lie to you. By the way, what about Burkhardt's helmet?
Sure.
I was just thinking it could use a splash of color. I could paint that cursed helmet on your shield.
Do whatever you think best. I'm just glad you didn't get your...
But I truly appreciate everything you've done for me. And before you go, I'll paint that helmet nicely.
gratitude is a fine thing, but still. I saved you from wolves.
If it's...
To start with, a few clear answers. What's your real name? Voiter doesn't seem to suit you. And that Voitechus? I can never remember it.
See? And both are... But I've had many names in my life. Some completely ordinary. Others so grand, they'd leave you breathless. But just call me Voiter. And would it change anything between us if I told you I'm now Wizard Zito or John Bar...
Where did you get that skull of yours?
What kind of question is that?
What? Well, obviously, it's mine.
See? And it's just... Maybe I didn't have it in the cradle, but it's always been here.
What really happened between you and those...
You just have to keep reminding me of that.
Don't laugh. I mean it. You say they cheated you at dice, and they say you foretold their deaths with that skull of yours. I'd rather believe you, but...
Neither am I. Of anything, anyone, or ever. But we know each other well enough, don't we? Have I ever foretold anything for you?
No.
Then stop asking me about those...
How did you really find out about Velus's shrine? Even the locals have almost forgotten it.
You'd be surprised at all the things I know, and all the things you could know, if you stopped now and then.
What really happened between you and Burkhard?
Henry, please, don't ask me about him. I'll gladly talk with you about anything else, but out of both of them.
Well,
are you angry with me? I swear I haven't
only because you didn't tell me anything worthwhile. You're quick to change your tune, aren't you?
It's just... everything is more complicated than it seems. But you're right. Between these walls, it's hard for me to open up. I need to be on solid ground, at home, to speak. My work here in the Trotsky region is finally done. But I'll stay a little while longer. I'd like to get to know the place with a bit of luck. I won't end up tied to a tree but I'll head home soon. You know what? Stop by and see me there sometime. I'm sure...
All right, then.
I can't wait.
Can't lead it. Okay. So then why is it here? Good to see you.
May God give you health. Greetings. I need that cost of those, but if you got...
Here you...
Or I'll get... Good. The carrot...
Let's...
What the fuck happened to you, man?
Quick!
But then he slow down Kevin.
Easy, good horse.
Are you blind?
Henry? Henry! So you finally...
Wow. This is practically a palace.
Well, since I bought it, I'm not anymore. The previous owner was more than happy to get rid of it. Unfortunately, when I fell through the rotting floor in the upstairs room, I've spent the last few years trying to fix it up. But you know how it is. Never enough time, and it costs a fortune. But don't worry. I didn't invite...
Indeed. I'll be happy to lend a hand.
I should be the one thanking you for everything you've done for me. Come on. So... what do you think of it?
Well, honestly, I don't see much in it yet.
I admit, right now it's just a few strokes. But can't you see what's in them? Try looking to the future a bit.
Well, judging by how excited you look, I'd say this...
Exactly. My whole life, I've hoped to paint something amazing. Something people will remember even 100 years from now. And I believe...
Well, that makes me happy.
An altar. The greatest and most magnificent thing you can ever paint. Frescoes of hunting scenes are nothing compared to this. The abbot of Sedlitz Monastery got a St. Vitus relic from Sigismund and wants to redesign half the chapel for it. The best craftsmen in the entire town are working on it.
The best? So how did you end up involved in it?
What the hell are you doing?
I just wanted to greet an old friend. It must be 20 years since we last...
Who is that man?
It's hard to believe when you look at that mug of his, but he's called Bellissimo. We studied...
Funny, isn't it? We started the same, but while I was painting for the lords in Italy, you surely didn't even set foot outside Gutenberg.
Is that why you came?
Not at all. I came to console you. That big commission of yours for Sedlitz. Well, it seems the abbot finally came to his senses and picked someone better.
What? That's impossible. The abbot and I have an agreement.
You had an agreement. Don't tell me you've learnt nothing since...
How dare you?
Go on, then. Spit it out.
You fucker! That's what Voita wanted to say. But unlike you, he has enough decency to...
So he hired you for his dirty work? Maybe he's finally learned something. Now, I really must be off, but do stop by the baths at the horse market sometime. We can reminisce about the good old days. And if you ask nicely, I might even let you watch me...
What was that?
That was the end.
And why did he treat you like a leper?
Let's just say we haven't been on the best of terms for quite some time. But that's not it.
You're always saying that. This isn't important. Leave it be. Now's not the time. I can't tell you. Damn it, Voita. I'm trying to help you. But how am I supposed to do that if you won't tell me anything?
Years ago, Bellissimo and I studied together. And we were actually friends. He was the one who suggested I start going by some Latin name. He said it would make a better impression outside Bohemia. His real name is Bella, but he started calling himself Bellissimo. It never really caught on here, though. People called him Bullshitimo. And it suited him. He turned out to be a proper backstabber.
Did I hear that right? He stole your commission for your...
I'm afraid.
What do you plan to do now?
As far as I can tell, I have two options. Either tuck my tail between my legs and forget about the job, or how the hell did that bastard pull it off?
Giving up is not an option.
We?
Of course. You didn't think I'd leave you to handle this on your own, did you? Could we steal his brushes? Like they stole yours back...
I get why you'd think that, but you're forgetting. This is a big city. Bellissimo would have new brushes in a few days. It wouldn't even slow...
What if we dug up some dirt on him and explained why it'd be in his best interest to give up the commission?
It's true that Bellissimo's conscience is filthier than my apron, and it doesn't even bother him. Did you hear the way he smugly invited me to the bar? But you know what? You should pay him a visit there. Try to find something we can use against him. And more importantly, how the devil he managed to snatch that job
Where did Bellissimo say you should visit?
at the baths near the horse market. We used to go there together. And it seems he's decided to move in there now. Oh, yes. He always dragged me to the baths. Spent his last groschen there. And when they threw us out, we went next door to the garden. Bellissimo even set up a small workshop there for him. At that time, I had no idea what kind of scoundrel...
Do you think he tells his secrets to the bathmaids? Girls usually don't care much for the ramblings of an old rake.
What do you mean, old? Bellissimo's 6 months younger than me. And you'd be surprised how captivating he can be. People always ate out of his hand. Even I once did.
What if I went straight to Bellissimo, put a knife to his throat, and told him to drop the commission?
No, knowing him, he'd promise you the moon and stars, then go running to Sedlets to complain. And I'd be left with nothing.
All right. I'll go to the baths and see if I can dig up some dirt on him.
Ask the proprietor about him. Her name's Beatrice. We know each other a bit, so she might be willing to help us. Meanwhile, I'll head to Sedlets to find out what's got into the abbot.
Will you go? What's wrong?
What's that?
You haven't got a place to sleep.
God bless you, sir.
I'm telling you, Conrad's going to win the tournament.
And I'm telling you,
He's not the one with the empty brick. He didn't even look at it. He just told me to bugger off. Women, sure,
one beer.
happy to...
What do you need?
When it comes to me,
I hear your services here are so renowned that even one famous painter comes to visit you.
One? Well, we've entertained whole crowds of painters here. Sadly, most of them have a bit of trouble keeping their brushes firm.
Interesting. The one I'm looking for is called Bellissimo.
Oh, him. Oh dear, what's he done now?
Do you expect him to do?
Well, I'd say he's already done something, and probably rather nasty, since sudden... But I don't buy it. What's the point of praying if he gets drunk like a pig every...
I love good
Well, I don't really know the man, but I'm interested in painting, so thought it might be useful to have a little chat with him.
Ah, well, suit yourself. Spend the whole day blabbering if you like. If he's not loitering around somewhere, he'll be upstairs in his room. So don't expect a fruitful debate. That painter of yours is plastered more often.
Bellissimo.
Like a fish. And when he runs out of booze in his room, he comes down here among the guests. I've had to throw him out so many times to sleep it off in that shack of his, across from the baths.
And if I give you a little something on the side?
Well, since you're asking so nicely, but there really isn't much to say. He's just... When I was a little girl, I actually liked him. Even his friend. They were always laughing and sketching something. But then I found the fact that he kneels to pray in his old age now and then, just for show.
What's the story with Billy?
I'd like to know that too. When he first came here, he kept crossing himself as if the devil himself was standing behind him. But then he went to Sedlets, and ever since, he's back to being the same old swine as before. There's definitely some dodgy business behind it, mark my words.
Where would I actually find Bellissimo?
Like I said, mostly here, in the baths, in that garden of his, just across the street, or up in his room. He spends most of his time there.
And what does he do there? Paint?
More like getting plastered, drinks all night till dawn, then spends the day sleeping or sitting.
Which room, Bill?
I'll tell you exactly. The one that reeks of booze the most. You can smell it from the attic, all the way down here. The girls always have to air it out before they take someone. Who knows what that slob is doing up there? Drinking certainly isn't the end of it.
Couldn't I have a quick look around? Maybe I'll find something that'll let you kick him out for good.
You've no idea how much I'd like that. But unfortunately, if anyone found out I was letting strangers into the rooms, I might as... If you want to hang around here...
Can I find Bellissimo somewhere?
You'll have to ask him yourself. I don't keep track of his every...
Listen, you said Bellissimo used to have a friend.
The very one? Well, do you know him? Well, a bit eccentric, but...
What do you mean by that?
Oh, nothing. I curse about Bellissimo because he drives me mad, but I don't...
You can tell me. I'm helping him with something now, but you know him. He doesn't tell me everything. And I'm afraid that without the whole truth, I might only end up harming him.
Fine. All right. You know, Voita and Bellissimo were friends. Bellissimo kept dragging Voita around, and Voita was too meek to say no. Bellissimo even stuck his nose into Voita's first big job. But then he managed to have Voita kicked off the job and took all the benefits for himself. But how he pulled that off, only the two of them know.
Thank you for everything.
You're welcome.
I apologize.
I need it.
Seth?
I'd like...
My God.
Why, Rick?
You so...
My, that was really something. I can't mention that at confession, but you can come back any time.
Ugh. Reeks of booze in here. This must be Bellissimo's room.
What the hell is this? Why is it open? open? There's nobody here. I hope nothing's missing.
So, Bellissimo is working for the monastery for free because he is afraid of going to hell. That could come in handy.
But I closed that door. Why is it open?
Wait, didn't Dirk used to come to your place?
There's something here.
Wine from the Gutenberg vineyard. I guess that's well. The best way. You shouldn't be.
I've figured out what's going on with your Bellissimo.
I'm really trying. Honestly.
What? What did you say?
Me? Oh, nothing. So, tell me, how did Bellissimo manage to take my commission?
It's really simple. He'll do it for free. In exchange for painting the altar, the monks in the monastery will pray for him so that God forgives all his past and future sins.
That bastard. Even if they prayed for him until Judgment Day.
That's exactly what Bellissimo's afraid of. Or at least, that's how it came across from the agreement he made with the abbot.
So he's afraid of hell, our Bellissimo. Well, that's something we could use.
Oh, that shouldn't be too much of a... Beatrice told me Bellissimo drinks in his room, but when he runs out of booze, he goes downstairs and causes such a ruckus that after that, he sleeps in his workshop, in that garden across from the...
Oh. Well, that's perfect. An isolated place, away from people. If we set...
For what?
That the Horned One himself has...
Now this is getting interesting.
It's simple. First, we need to get Bellissimo drunk enough to be thrown out of the baths, but instead of a cozy bed in the garden, he'll find the Prince of Hell. You'll disguise...
I'll disguise my...
Bellissimo would recognize me, for heaven, and in the disguise, you'll tell Bellissimo he's damned to hell. And if he wants to save his soul, he'll leave Kuttenberg and beg the Pope for forgiveness. And then farewell, Bellissimo. Settle its altar, here I...
I tell you, it's insane. But, who knows? If we get Bellissimo good and shit-faced, he might fall for it. So, how are we going to turn me into a devil?
First, we'll get you some tattered clothes, chains, something like a tail, and horns. And you'll need a proper snout. Once I paint... You know what? Bring me a bassinet with a visor, 3 torches.
5 eggs?
They're the most important part.
If I have to give them to the toads to hatch again... And how do you plan to get Bellissimo drunk? The madam said he drinks in his room and only comes downstairs.
I'm not saying I've got everything figured out yet, but I'll definitely come up with something before...
So, I heard this...
I don't really know. We were painting the Guildhouse crest here in town. Everything was going fine. But one morning, when they said Bellissimo would finish it himself, and if I dared complain, they'd make sure I never painted another stroke. How that bastard pulled it off, I never found out. And honestly, I don't even want to know anymore. It's in the past. I just want...
All right. I'll go and gather all those... What would you like? Sure.
Nobody gives us more money to live on. Can't you... I apologize.
Bye!
Torches, eggs. Torches and eggs. Eggs कितने मिलते? Ja. Did I die?
I'm glad you found me.
Thank you.
I brought the things for the devil.
You've messed this up, haven't you?
I brought...
Come on, let's... Well, that's that. What do you think?
Well, I didn't much believe in it, but even I'd shit myself with fright from it.
Shame I won't see the look on Bellissimo's... Right, take all this and get going. We've got a lot to do. First, you need to get Bellissimo drunk enough to be thrown out of the bar. Then, when he's sleeping in the garden, you'll decorate the place a bit. Light the torches and then Bellissimo will know how...
How do I get Bellissimo drunk enough to end up in the...
Beatrice said he goes there when he gets thrown out of the baths, right? That's exactly what you need to arrange. Sneak into his room and take all his booze. Then, when he goes down for a drink and gets a little tipsy, after that keep pouring it down him until he causes a scene and gets through. But be careful not to pass out before he does. And make sure to wait until he's a bit merry, so he doesn't catch on.
How do I turn Bellissimo's guard?
I'll help you with that, if you like. While you're getting Bellissimo drunk, I'll paint a devil on the wall and smoke up the place. Then you just need to light the torches you've gathered and dress up.
Do you really think Bellissimo will fall?
Don't worry. The garden will be dark. He'll be drunk, and you'll look like the Prince of Hell. That's bound to rattle his guilty conscience. Just talk about sin and how you've come to take him to hell because his time has come. And don't do any silly antics like boo-boo.
And why did you need the...
I'll have them for breakfast.
All right.
Chin up. The Prince of Hell can't be a...
Good day.
I apologize.
Come here! What's the rush?
The finest leather, purses, belts.
Oh.
Clear off!
बस एक ही ट्रेडर है पूरे गुटेनबर्ग बाकी अरे
My respects. Danke und
Gutenberg, why?
Hang.
To do that.
That's where you're wrong.
Aye. Coming right up.
You're only making it worse.
I'm in no mood for nonsense, so no messing about. Got it?
The customers have been singing your praises
Don't
recently.
worry.
I
I'm
do
a
the
saint.
best I can.
You'd better be.
I'm glad to hear it.
Well, when I wash their hair,
What do you want?
I need a bath.
Certainly.
I've heard.
My-
Why, Rick?
Great.
I'll-
You.
I hope you enjoyed that. I like it when a man is satisfied. And come back again anytime. I'd love to see you.
Who's opening that? There's nothing here for you.
और आदमी का नवा
What? So it happens. Just watch where you're going next time. Huh?
Excuse me.
it's supposed to be locked. Can. Now, when's this open? I give them a head and neck massage as well, and I give their back.
My respects.
It happens.
sort this out on our own, or do I need to get the bailiff involved?
Innkeeper, what's...
Einmal. May God give you
to drink.
It happens. Just watch where you're going next time.
Just point him out and I'll treat him like a king.
I knew I could rely on you. Just hang in there, and we'll be in trouble.
What do you mean?
Clever, hard-working girls like you are wasted among those other ninnies. Instead of warming beds and scrubbing blokes' arses, for me.
What would that mean for me?
Worries for me, more money for you. But now, back to work. We can talk about that after you've taken food.
Greetings. Care to have a drink with me?
Indeed, friend. But hey, you look kind of familiar. Evan?
No, I just have one of those familiar faces.
You're right.
To God's grace.
And to always being able to buy it so cheap. Oh yeah, God will have to turn a blind eye to me. A good Christian lives differently.
Women, booze, gambling and brawls, eh?
Oh, that was before. But when beer started slipping into liquor, gambling into debts, and women into one oddly tempting hole in a fence, I realized I needed to change my ways. But never mind that. What should we...
To truth. The only path to...
Well, to be honest, I don't... What was I saying? Oh, right. I don't know about you.
We already did one for the other leg.
Ah,
see? We haven't done that, so... So...
aye. By the way, do you know why the beer here is... It's got a
Oh?
Beatrice always buys a big barrel, pours out half, and then...
And then what?
And all the girls here take turns bathing in it. Hey, I'm feeling a bit odd. Maybe I'll just lay down under this table, what do you think?
What? Under the table? Oh, you're supposed to get kicked out, so you go to the garden. I mean, that is... Oh, damn. Just...
Listen, friend. Damn it. The ground keeps getting closer and closer.
Christ!
Oh, damn it. The idiot passed out. What now? Oh, well. Nothing else for it.
There you go.
I'll have to carry him to the garden.
Christ! Get up! You'll catch cold.
That's right. Take that drunk somewhere else.
Drink him. happening?
Sleep sweetly, Bellissimo.
What the hell is all this racket? If I get you, I'll... Oh, fuck.
Bellissimo, I have come for you.
For me? But that's... Who are you and... What do you want?
I have many titles and names. I am the ruler of the corrupted and the damned. And you are coming with me. Straight to hell.
But wait, there must be some mistake. There are no corrupted souls here. I'm a good man. And more importantly, a good Christian. Maybe you've just lost your way, huh? Try the hole.
What?
That's a tavern. You'll find more sinners there than you can shake a stick at. I'm an honest old man, I swear. That is, an honest man in his prime.
Tell me, is it honest to lie with harlots? And even with another man's wife?
But that was just once. Maybe twice at most. And if you mean the baker's wife, that wasn't my fault. I honestly thought I was kneading dough. I didn't notice she was leaning over the...
Is an honest man someone who drowns himself in booze and...
Booze? Me? That's just bad digestion. No matter what I drink, it all ferments in my stomach. That's how I've always... And it's the same with food. Honestly, no matter what I eat...
And all the lying? Do you think that...
It's tough, Lord of Hell. I'm not really well learned. How am I supposed to always tell the truth when half the time I don't even know what it is? Sometimes things...
Enough! 3 answers!
3 lies? Oh, dear Lord. I mean, Lord of Darkness, have mercy on my best. I haven't done anything that wicked. Certainly, I've had a few drinks and made up a story or two, but who hasn't? I don't have any truly big sin.
Nothing big, you say? And what about betraying a friend? For the likes of you, we have a special place in hell. We'll flay you alive and boil you in your own blood.
Ah, how do you know about that? It was so long ago, and yes, it was a big sin, I admit that. But I've repented now. That's got to count for something.
You call that repentance? Having a mass said in exchange for a painting? That's just greed and avarice.
Please, Lord of Hell, give me one more chance. Just one.
Very well. If you leave immediately on foot for Rome, never looking back, praying 3 Hail Marys in every town along the way, and finally asking the Holy Father for forgiveness.
I swear, I promise by all that's holy, I'll pack up first thing in the morning.
Did you not hear me? I said immediately.
Right now?
As dark as your soul, bullshitimo. Shall I tear it to shreds?
No, please. That won't be necessary. If now, then now. Thank you, Lord of Hell. I promise I'll do everything just as...
I like this one. It's ज़्यादा better है. I like this one.
God bless you.
Noch einmal.
Seth?
I've got...
Great.
Oh, glad.
Alright.
Feed me भी होना चाहिए था. Feed me नहीं है क्या? मैंने खाओ कुछ. भूख लगी है.
There, all better. It happens. Just watch where you're going next time.
अच्छा feed me है क्या? मैं 100 हो गया. नहीं.
Christ, you startled me. I thought they'd come to get me.
Congratulations, my friend. You just landed yourself a very important job for the Sedlets Monastery.
What? So...
Well, for some unknown reason, he decided to walk all the way to Rome to beg the Holy Father for...
You really pulled it off, Henry. Or should I say, finally. Soon it'll all come together, Voiter. You'll...
Can I still help you with something? Or do you already have everything you need for your open...
No, a helping hand is always welcome. I need to wrap up all the commissions I've started, and I can't manage it on... Lately, I've been painting maybe too much. The last ones were a signboard for the armorer, and decorations for the fortress in Shitoki. But I haven't been paid for either.
So you want me to go and collect the coin? With a beggar's sack in one hand, and a hammer to break some bone?
It won't be that wild. I'll take care of the armorer myself. But if you could go to Shitoki instead of me, I'd be very grateful.
How so?
The bailiff there promised me a precious stone as payment for the decorations. lapis lazuli, from which the most beautiful blue under the sun. But then he changed his mind and wanted to pay me in groschen, which...
Why did the bailiff change his mind about...
Oh, he started telling me it's his lucky talisman and that he'll still need it. He's building a fortress for the gentry there and he's expecting an inspection or...
Wouldn't you prefer a groschen? You could spruce this place up a bit. How much did he...
It wasn't a small amount, I'll admit, but this is a matter of principle. Promises must be kept, and you can't mix ultramarine from grosh...
And are you sure the bailiff actually has this gem? He might just be trying to string you along.
I've seen it. Well, just for a moment. He doesn't trust anyone with something like that and keeps it in his pocket. But he's definitely got it.
And how do you imagine I'll get the gem off the bailiff, if he wouldn't give it to you?
But you, Henry, are a man of many talents, aren't you? You'll think of something. To start with, it would...
All right. I'll try to get that gem from the...
Excellent. Meanwhile, I'll collect... And if the bailiff happens to kick you out, you could always explain the importance of... There's a coat of arms on my fresco, and beneath it is a painted ribbon. You could add a fine ancestral motto for the...
What?
Something like saying, they don't pay their debt.
Uh-huh. Now that'd cause them a proper scandal. All right. If I can't come to terms with the bailiff...
Exactly, we're trying to find out.
Good day to you.
Some time ago, Master Voiter painted one of the halls here at the fort.
That's true enough.
Oh, the fortress is painted, but the promised reward is nowhere to be seen.
Oh, I see. And leave me be. I've got bigger worries. I offered him a heap of groschen, but he wouldn't have it.
Voiter said that for his work, you promised him something else. He says you've got some expensive stone. Lapis? Lazuli? They used...
Well, I do have it. But I offered him a better reward. I need that gemstone more than he does.
Why do you need that gemstone?
It brings me luck. After Lady Anna of Waldstein died, her acquaintance arrived here to oversee the fortress. Her name's Adela of Minishek, and I need to impress... The construction... it's not going as well as expected. The master... Plus, I think I might have a chance with Lady Adela. If you understand me, as one man to another.
So how about making an impression on Lady Adela in another way? After all, a noble woman like her must have plenty of pressure.
That's probably true. Adela is always with that guard of hers, Jedlichka. Or by day she sits outside under the willow watching...
See? Then forget about some luck hidden in a magic stone and...
Well, I could have something written on the wall. You're from that painter, aren't you?
I do. But I know how you are with payment. I think I should write what a pinch purse you are in...
Oh wait, I've got an idea. I'll dazzle Adela with my chivalry.
How do you mean?
I have armor and a sword, and I'm not at all bad with it. If Adela saw me fighting, I'm sure she will do it. Like when Lady Adela is sitting under the willow again, watching the construction, then I'll just happen to walk by, see it, challenge you to a duel, and...
How do you imagine Olin...
Well, how should I know? She's a noble woman. They're easily offended. For all I care, just tell her she's got a backside like a brewery dray horse.
So we're going to have a duel in front of her? And it never crossed your mind that maybe I'm a better sword...
Well, then you'd better make sure you aren't.
All right.
Really? I mean, great. You wait until Adela sits under the willow, outside in front of the fortress near the bridge. She's usually there most of the day, but definitely...
I understand.
Till we meet again.
Good day.
The Lord be with you. What brings you here?
Lady Adela of Nishek, what do you want?
Nishek? Where's that? Some shithole? That'd explain why you stink.
You're right. Manishek is a hole. I spent most of my life in Prague. Greetings, Henry. You don't know how much I appreciate talking to someone who's not just trying to ingratiate themselves with... Oh, dear.
Hey, what do you think you're doing, you dung grubber? Are you insulting Lady Adela here? Are you all right, my lady? Don't...
I'm better than all right. Henry...
Amused you?
Yes, I mocked her.
No, he didn't.
Have no fear, my lady. I'll cut that scoundrel down in a heartbeat.
Oh, Christ, what did... Another day in Pshitoki. Perfect. This is supposed to impress you.
Just watch how I deal with him.
लाओ पर आप पैसे बड़े खर्चे जाने हैं
Take that. Right. Now, what's what else I can do? Wanker.
I don't want to काम खराब हो जाना मेरे सारे कपड़े निकले हैं
Lady Adela.
Niche.
Oh.
Hey, are you all amused?
Yes.
No.
Have...
Oh, you must be out of your minds.
Ha! There you have it, you wretch. And your honor is saved.
This really wasn't necessary. Henry here was really just amusing me. Now, if only you'd throw yourself into...
I swear I will, my lady. We had troubles with supplies, but Master Fabian's...
Very well. I'll trust you. If only we'd managed to discuss the matter like this... Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to recover from all that...
Did you see that? Brilliant job, friend. You've earned your reward.
Fuck kidding me, man. That's fucked up.
It's you.
Danke.
I managed to get that gemstone from the...
Oh, glad to hear it.
The bailiff wanted to impress some noblewoman, so I had to lose a jewel on her back.
I appreciate such sacrifices. Let's hope it doesn't go to waste.
Is something the matter?
What? Me? Oh, no. I did manage to sort something out with the armourer, though only halfway. He had no groschen, so I've already sketched it, in case I ever paint a knight, but otherwise it's no use to me. You know.
Ow!
But now, back to work.
I'd really like to know about your past. After Burkhard, the Basilisks, and Bellissimo, I'm a bit worried what else could be in store for me.
I'm sorry you feel that way. And you're right. You've done so much for me. You deserve some real answers.
Go on then.
It's just that you have to understand there are things I haven't spoken to anyone about in quite some time. And some, but I have an idea. To the northeast of Malishov, among the trees, is a small abandoned. Go there and take a good look around. When you're finished.
So, you're sending me on another...
No. I just want you to see some things before we talk about them. It will be easier.
All right, I'll go there. But, if there's another odd surprise...
Stop for a moment, good sir. Fuck you, whoreson! What do you want?
You'll be sorry, fuckers! Rip your ass open!
Come on, then!
Take that!
Oh, fuck this shit.
Stop that whistling. You're behaving like a child.
this where Voita wanted me to go? But there's someone living here. Well, I suppose I'll ask if he knows anything.
What the hell are you doing here? Who sent you? I'll kick your ass!
You swine!
I surrender! I surrender!
Well, have you calmed down?
Please!
I won't kill you, but I want you to answer a few... Why did you attack?
I don't want nobody here. People...
What do you mean?
Don't look, Libor. Just don't look.
What? Who's Libor? What are you talking about?
Wolves! Get away from him, you beasts! Libor! Libor, get up and get the shovel! We can't just leave him here like this.
Leave who? Damn it, man, what are you babbling?
Is it you? My friend!
Wait, do we know each other?
How long has it been? A year? 2? Do you still talk to Voita?
Voita?
No, that's not possible. Voita is dead. You can't talk to nobody now.
No. Voita is alive and well.
I don't know how to tell you, but Voita, he...
I see.
I did.
Burkhard.
Burk?
They left him in the forest. Beaten, broken, and then... the wolves. Where am I?
Wait, are you talking...
Who else would I be talking?
Well, before, you were... My name is Henry.
Aye, of course. You're here for this?
What?
This one, of course. It's broken, I know, but maybe it could be fixed. Here, take it. And tell him I reckon I'll never be a real knight.
Wait, why don't you want the sword?
All it does is make me all confused.
Very well. I'll take it. Maybe it really could be reforged. I suppose I'll take a look around then. This doesn't seem particularly healthy. The dugout itself looks rather ordinary. Maybe there'll be something interesting inside. Alright, this is a bit odd. I reckon it wasn't here 20 years ago. I made a similar one with Fritz and Matthew when we were kids. But this one looks like it's been here for quite a while.
Taste that will caress your soul!
I went to the dugout you mentioned.
And?
I have to say, I expected a bit more.
I beg your pardon, my lord. I only hope you didn't contract gangrene.
Very droll. I like the scarecrow standing there on an anthill.
What?
Hugo?
I made him with my friends when I was just a lad. Back then, we heard that in some Kuttenberg tavern, they have a skeleton called Hugo. and we'd have done anything to see him. But the city was... He doesn't look much like a skeleton. But we didn't know that then.
Well, it wasn't as abandoned as you said it was.
What? A madman? That's strange. Unless...
He didn't say anything. He just lunged at me and tried to kill me. Eventually he calmed down, but then he started spouting nonsense. Like he didn't even notice I was there. He gave me this broken sword. Does it seem familiar?
I don't know much about swords. Why don't you tell me...
He mentioned you, someone called Libor, and Burkhard. He said...
And now you're worried you've been talking to a dead man this whole... Really? Sounds like a coincidence. I'm sure Burkhard has killed many Voiters.
That's a bit too many coincidences for my taste. Are you sure you don't have something to tell me? Go on.
You see, that dugout... We always used to meet up there, me and my two friends. Libor, who it seemed...
Wait, so...
I am, but I wasn't always. I only started calling my...
So what's your real name?
I told you. Voiticus ex Aridus.
You said it's the same thing, just in Latin. Besides, you're Czech...
Very well. Originally it was... My God! I haven't used my name in so long, I can't remember.
And this real Voiter?
Aye. Though I wasn't much of a good friend to him. Everything that happened, it was my fault.
So you knew Libor lives in the dugout? That's why you sent me there?
No. I really thought it was... The last I heard of Libor was that he ran away from home. I thought I'd never see him again, and after they killed Voiter,
What did you want me to see?
Nothing specific. Just the place itself. I used to spend time there with my friends when we were lads. We liked it there. And deaf Ludwig let us play there as much as we wanted. I spent whole days up on the roof, just admiring the surroundings and drawing. That is, until I fell through.
So you weren't going to tell me about Libor?
I wanted to, but I didn't even know how to start. I suppose I was hoping if you see the place, it would help me somehow. And in the end, it did.
Why do you blame yourself for Voiter's death?
Because it was my fault. If I had been there for him when he needed me, I may as well have chased him into Burkhard's grasp.
What do you mean?
Well, just like in the Trotsky region, Burkhard gathered, and me and Libor didn't like it. He made an example out of Voiter.
So the thing with Burkhard was...
You could say that. I'd been fighting it for so long. But when I found out at Trotsky he was nearby...
That's enough for now. We can come back...
To tell you the truth, since we got all the way here...
Go on then.
You see, I'd be truly grateful if... you could visit Voiter's grave and say... I know I haven't.
Where can I find the...
Unfortunately, it's not exactly close. It's not even consecrated. Me and...
That must have been really hard.
It was. But that was so long...
You know, we really do have a lot in common.
And you never stop thinking about it, even once you make your peace with it.
Wait, you still haven't told me where...
Ah, right. How can I... When we were lads, we found this tree near Messalis. It had 3 trunks. There was 3 of us. You know me. I thought it was a sign. And that's where we buried Voiter.
A tree with 3 trunks near Messalis. I'll be searching for that for a month. I need some better direction. Wait, should I even call you that anymore?
If you don't mind, I'd prefer if you did. Most people call me Voiter, so you'd look like a madman calling me anything else.
I still find it rather strange you took your dead friend's name.
I know, but I just had to do it. so that his legacy lives on with it.
Wait, we were talking about the grave.
How would I describe it? When you get to the center of Messales, then follow the stream towards Shramek's barn. Then... hold on, I'm trying to make a mental picture of the surround. It was somewhere past Shramek's pen, behind his barn. Just follow the cow pen all the way back towards the forest. And once you're past it, take a sharp left. Wait, no, right.
Is that as specific as you...
I'm afraid so. I haven't been there in over...
Why haven't you been there in...
I just couldn't. It's easier for me to just work.
You think Libor will go?
I reckon you know more about what Libor has been doing these past 20 years than I do.
All right. Is there anything specific you want me to mention?
Please, pray for his soul. He may have done some bad things, but... And that... Just use your best judgment. I'm not sure what I'd say myself. Maybe that's why I haven't been there, and so...
Why don't you put the brushes down?
All the way there? No, I'm afraid. To be perfectly honest, one of the reasons I'm sending you there is so you can tell me how it looks. Before...
All right.
Okay, it is on a... Man, this is far away.
I'll show you. Go!
Quick! From here, I should follow the stream towards a barn. But finding a stream in this brush will be a challenge. I hope this is Shramek's barn, because there's nobody to ask. Where did he say to go next? There should be a fence past the barn. This must be the fence, but not a cow in sight. Now to get to the other side. Back there by the woods. Here's where the fence ends. I'm supposed to take a hard right here. If Voita didn't mix up his directions, that is. This must be the tree. The grave must be somewhere nearby. My God. It's clear nobody has been here in years. It looks terrible. If I really want to honor Voita's memory, I should clean the place up first. Pull the weeds, clear the debris, and clean the gravestone. R, V, and L. If V stands for Voita and L for Libor, that means... Heavenly Father, you want all to be saved. Open therefore your merciful arms and grant to Voita, who rests here, with the blessing of the Virgin Mary and all the saints, a share in eternal bliss. Only you know what happened back then. But surely it wasn't so bad Voita's soul wouldn't deserve redemption. And please help the painter, whatever his name may be, through Christ our Lord. Easy, good horse. Whoa.
Good morning to you.
I visited Voita's grave. It was in a rough state, all overgrown and unkempt. But
Thank you, Henry.
Yes.
Thank you very... I feel terrible for not going myself, but I promise I'll visit.
I noticed there were some initials carved into the tree.
Carved initials?
R, V, and L. I assume V stands...
I suppose that makes...
So you're...
After all this time, I really can't remember. Strange.
You've got to be...
Just try using someone else's name for decades. I'll see if you still remember you used to be Henry.
All right, let's just forget about it. Tell me more about Voita.
Nothing but bad memories come to mind. We used to spend a lot of time together. I devoted myself more and more to my painting. And Libor, as the son of a bailiff, dealt...
Wait, Libor?
Aye, but it doesn't matter much these days. His mother died shortly after he disappeared, and his father...
Did Libor know you paint? He only shrugged his shoulders when I mentioned a paint.
To tell the truth, I never discussed it much with him. I'd shown Voita some sketches. All he cared about were girls. Oh, and swords. He grew up at Rathouse, so he saw soldiers and knights differently.
What about Voiter?
He didn't have anyone besides us. Voiter was never a saint. Sometimes he stole food. Suddenly he didn't have time for us. And when we did meet up, he was always telling us how he robbed some traveller here or beat up.
I know he was your friend, but from what you've been telling me, Voiter sounds...
Maybe because I've only told you the worst things about him. But trust me, we got in an awful argument over it once. We were both drunk then. Voiter on schnapps, and me on my...
How did the...
I don't recall what all was said. You know how it is. You get in an argument with someone, and the next day... I do remember one thing, though. I said... There's no room in my life for dirty, drunken thieves who blow smoke up Burkhardt.
Then what happened?
Well, we wanted to get rid of Burkhardt. We were going to go through Libor's pa. But we told him to pack up his things in Burkhardt's camp. But when we got to him, Voiter was in an awful state.
Kurva.
We chased off the wolves, but Libor was inconsolable and wouldn't stop crying. While he was gone, I realized Voiter was still breathing. He was in awful shape. When Libor returned, I told him to give me his sword, but he said no, that we could still save him. We got in a terrible argument. In the end, it was Libor who put Voiter out of his misery. Then we buried him. Not in hallowed ground, but still better than behind the cemetery wall.
Do you think Voiter...
If he had, we'd probably end up the same as him, even after everything I said to him. All right, but now tell me.
We are each the author of our own destiny. Voiter joined up with Burkhardt, and it cost him his life. What's important...
I hope you're right.
I'll let you work.
All right. And Henry...
Thank you.
How's that grand piece of yours coming along?
How? No. That's Henry.
Yeah, of course I'm Henry.
Be quiet.
Come on.
Yeah. I'm painting, aren't I?
What the... Voiter, hey!
What? Oh, sorry. Actually, it's something I've never told anyone about.
Go on then. What's the matter?
You already know I'm still troubled to this day by what happened to Voiter. But there's one thing I haven't told you. Remember how I told you at Velez's shrine that the place spoke to me? And that in my head I keep hearing... But I know how I must sound. Sometimes I really feel as though someone's talking to me, whispering and telling me what to paint. And other times, I'm not sure how to explain it better, any more than I could tell a blind person what the color green looks like. But lately, ever since I heard Burkhardt was in the Trotsky, I'm just scared. Scared stiff of that endless shrieking, tearing my mind.
Can nothing be done about it?
I was hoping that now Burkhardt's dead, it would all just go away. But no. That damned screaming is only getting louder and louder.
Couldn't it all be something like a sign from God? Plenty of people have heard voices, haven't they? The Lord spoke to Moses through a burning bush. And what about Abraham? God spoke...
You're right there, friend. But we all know stories of people the Lord spoke to. But I'm afraid it's someone else who's speaking to me.
And could I help?
Maybe you could. I once told a herbalist I was having nightmares. When I drink it regularly and say an Our Father at the same time, it helps me quite a bit. Only now I've run out, and I've neither the time nor the energy to... I thought I had enough left to finish the painting, and then it wouldn't be needed.
Wouldn't you rather I brew you something I already know how to make? Maybe a decoction of lemon balm and oregano. Used in the right proportions, it can calm a person nicely. And if I add nettles, you'll also sleep better.
I bow to your knowledge, but I'm afraid ordinary herbs aren't enough.
So I can run off and get your medicine from the herbalist?
He could be anywhere by now. He wasn't the most honest man. That's why I didn't just buy the concoction from him back then. But
Couldn't you take it to some apothecary and have a new...
Not in these parts. I spent years building a good reputation. Understand, my problem isn't a sore leg. I can't keep...
All right. I'll brew that remedy of yours.
Don't worry. The hardest part is finding all the ingredients. Getting mandrake roots and a river pearl was always a struggle for me. But luckily, you only need one of each. Then you add 2 handfuls of ordinary sage, boil it in some vinegary wine.
Mandrake?
It's a very strange root. It looks quite like a tiny, chubby man, but it's no laughing matter. It mostly grows in graveyards. Try asking the local gravedigger about it.
What about the river pearl? Don't tell me you expect me to pinch some wealthy townswoman's necklace.
I wouldn't advise that. Often they're fake. Better go straight to the source. There used to be plenty of them in a spot in the stream above Denmark. If you set out from Kuttenberg going south along the stream, you'll come across it. You'll recognize it because there are trees growing in the middle of the stream. But be careful. Pearls are valuable. And that place isn't exactly a secret. There's a good chance you will...
All right. I'll manage somehow. Try to get some rest.
Henry, I don't even deserve you.
I'm curious what can I choose?
Then we'll... And to finish... Watch out, though. It won't make a noble like it. And if it turns out you don't like it, we can always stop.
Can you paint?
By all means.
Well, I don't actually have one with me right now.
Very well.
Good day to you.
I've come to ask a favour. I'm after some
Now, this is quite a coincidence. You came along at just the right time for me. But not to smack me round the head this time. I need to teach a few people a proper lesson. If you help me, we can talk about that.
All right. Out with it.
There's a gang of thieving scoundrels skulking around here. They keep breaking into the mortuary, and I'm afraid they'll soon start disturbing the departed, and they're not even after valuables like normal thieves. These filthy swine cut off ears, yank out teeth, shear off hair, and once they even... No, I won't say that out loud.
And how am I supposed to...
How? Well, punch their faces in together, So next time, they'll think twice about disturbing my dearly departed. I'm not about to bother the town guard with this, am I?
I see. And do you know where these thieves are?
No, but that doesn't matter. They come night after night, so if we lie in wait, they'll...
All right then. We'll deal with your thieves. But I want the
If we pull it off, you'll get all the mandrake you can carry. Now come on, let's warm up a bit and wait.
Let's go, lads. He can't be here now. Are you sure? We've been here several times already. Of course. What would that old codger be doing here so long?
Cheeky bugger. Just you wait! This old codger will give you a hiding!
Pray for a quick death, you bastard! Got him!
Do it!
One of those fancy moves! On there!
Nice hit!
No! I don't want to die!
We gave them a good thrashing.
I'd say so. They won't be showing their faces again here anytime. Here, take this key to the chest where I keep the mandrake. You'll find it in my cottage larder. It's right behind the mortuary, but the entrance is on the next street. Good night, and God be with you.
भाई मैडमैन ब्रोकर सपोर्ट कितनी कैंट है फ्रैंकफर्ट स्टील एंड और की चाहिए फ्रैंकफर्ट स्टील एंड फास्टिंग मटेरियल ओह मैन
Bloody hell. I'm overheating it. This'll take a bit longer. This is almost done. Fine. Now to temper it.
Nice. Blacksmith किथे हो?
All done.
Nice. 5000 da. Damn.
This is our place. Get out of here, I'll make short work of you.
If there's a leader here, I'll find him and have a chat.
What the hell are you doing here? I mean, this place is taken.
Calm down, fella. I've known about the pearls here a long time. And actually, I need just...
That depends.
a pile of coin. Because I plan to buy pearls from you.
Aha, so you're a trader. You should have said that right away.
You know what? I don't fancy rummaging around in the stream. I'd rather just buy a pearl from you. Do we have a...
You must... That's the way...
For fuck's... Just you wait! I'll show you, you bastard! Ah! 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 Take that! I've been waiting for you!
Take that! I'll rip your ass open!
I surrender! I surrender!
Wait, friend. Come here, we need to talk.
Me?
Who else would I... I'm glad...
I like it. पर मैंने black ज़्यादा बढ़िया लगता.
Nothing to your liking, sir? Thank you, sir. How's long and come again?
End up behind bars for disobeying the king's orders.
Wine! Try some wine!
कितने beautiful game. Yeah. Crocodile.
He doesn't know me.
Tried to steal, did he?
Aye, but I caught him just as... Grüß dich.
What?
Danke. Das war ein gutes Geschäft, mein Herr.
Let's brew. Brew कर भी की रहा है. Mandrake decoction. पहला की करना एक मैड्रिक रूट पानी है सेकंड हीट करना वन टाइम फिर फल खोले निकालते हैं ठीक है फिर पर्ल स्मैश करना स्मैश करके पा देना फिर हीट करना एक बारी फिर सेज नू स्मैश करना दो सेज है ना दो सेज नू स्मैश करना फिर हीट करना एक बारी फिर बस सब तो पहले की बना ट्रैंगल पुट्ठा ट्रैंगल की इतना पड़ा ट्रैंगल वाई नहीं है ठीक है पहला किया मैड्रिक रूट फिर पर्ल ठीक मैड्रिक रूट है Nice.
I should have taken it off the fire a bit sooner.
See?
Brought you that mandrake decoction of yours?
Looks like yours clouded up. Same as mine always does. Oh, and I can smell that cursed stench even through the What that herbalist made back then was more bearable. But not to look a gift.
Well, hopefully it'll cure you.
It won't happen, I'm afraid. This brew is like the liquor you'd share with a friend you've fallen out with. It smooths things over for a while, then the hangover comes. Unfortunately, I have nothing better.
How exactly does that voice of yours sound? What does it actually say?
It mostly wants me to paint, as much as possible. Sometimes it even gives me tips. Sometimes it blames me for what happened to Voita. What I did, what I didn't do. Everything that's gone wrong from that moment until now. And actually, I feel it sounds like Voita. As if the devil stole his voice just to talk. But let's not speak of it anymore, please. I'd like to drink that
Have you ever tried...
Of course I have. I went to a priest, a sorcerer, a soothsayer, and a beggar who fancied himself as some sort of wizard. But I never dared tell any of them as much as I've told you. I also ate every herb I could find, drank every concoction, inhaled powders, and had leeches applied to my legs. The last thing left on my list is to have a hole drilled in my head. Maybe then that voice would fly out.
I'm still surprised you told me so openly.
As I said, I trust you more than most. We've seen plenty of strange things together, and you never ran off or went to fetch the Inquisitor.
Well, come to think of it, there might be a decent reward in that.
But you wouldn't enjoy it for long, believe me. I'd cast some spell on you.
Right. As they say, bottoms up.
I hope I don't grow a third leg from this. Cheers.
So, did that decoction work for you?
We'll have to wait and see. It takes time to take effect. In the meantime, I suppose I ought... I really don't feel like it. But I've only got St. Vitus's face left, plus a few little details. Then someone needs to put it all together. My paintings are only one part of it.
And what other parts, besides your painting, does this altar have?
Aside from the shrine itself, mostly wooden figurines. Which reminds me, Plunk the carpenter, who's making all of those, should have finished long ago. I'll have to check in on him once I'm feeling a bit better.
Where are these carpenters you're working with from?
They've got a workshop right here in town. I hoped that would speed things up, but I might have been wrong. They're always behind schedule.
If you're still not feeling well, I can go and see those carpenters.
Oh, I'd be really grateful. Tell Master Plonk I sent you personally.
Plank the carpenter, eh?
His workshop's just a short way from here. Go to the fountain, then head for the city gate. You'll see it on your...
Wait, friend. Come here. Excuse me.
Go! Oh, wait! You can't just come in here.
Welcome.
Painter Voiter said he had you make figurines for the said Let's altar.
You'd best ask Plank about that.
More trouble? What if I gave you a few groschen?
Well,
So? What happened?
we got all the figurines done, except for the Virgin Mary. Krudos was making her. And he...
Who's Krudos?
Aye. Well, he's not cut out for the trade. Plank's always losing his temper with him, but it doesn't do any good.
Why would he even take that figure?
After he showed it to Master, he got smacked. Because it was shoddy work and it took him forever. So maybe he wanted revenge.
That doesn't sound like a very clever...
Well, Krudos ain't the sharpest end.
Where would he take that figurine?
Sometimes he and Plank took goods to... well, fences. Maybe that...
And where did they meet up?
No idea. Plank never took me along. He only ever went with Krudos because he reckons he looks harmless.
Harmless?
Aye. Plank couldn't lug all the goods by himself, but he didn't want to provoke them thugs by turning up in a big group. He was quite afraid of that gang.
Aha. So they're more bandits than... And you truly don't know where I could find them?
I swear by all the saints. Only Plank.
Steelow told me your other apprentice stole the figurine of the...
Oh, I'll break that.
So it's true? That he took it and went off to sell it to some...
It's quite...
He just walked off with it?
The bungler used up half a forest carving it and fiddled around with it for almost a week. So once he'd finished, he got a bit of a slap. Discipline must be... And instead of showing respect, he nicks the finished piece and runs off. If I get my hands on...
How do you even know about that gang? You're not about to tell me you share a pew with them in church, are you?
Well, they want figurines and various other stuff, so I sell to them, you know. But they usually have pretty odd requests. They give me sketches, and then I'm meant to make things that look as close as possible, but from soft wood. Just cheap knock.
Are these...
They carry steel, little surprise. But they never done nothing to me. Not that they'd have any reason.
Where will I find those blokes? Are they local?
I don't know where they bed down, but we've got a spot arranged where we meet if I have goods. You know Zimburg, that ruin? It's south of there. Best not go right up to it. Skirt around along the road to Malashov via the ford to the west. After a while the road forks, so go left. Then once it merges again, go left again into the woods to the south.
Honey,
There's a battered old house there. You'll see it from the road. If you're lucky, you'll find Hrudosh there with them. If not, they might at least tell you which way he went next.
So, these fellas buy cheap knockoffs and lug loads of weapons around. You're doing business with some thieving gang, eh? They spot something valuable, pinch it, and replace it with some rubbish from you so no one notices.
That's what you say, not me. And between us, that master of yours, Voita, is one hell of a strange bloke too. It's the pot calling the kettle black.
Fine. I'll check out that broken down shack. If I find Hrudosh, I'll...
No chance. If he wanted to run off into the wide world, let him. I've already got another apprentice in mind, and God willing, he won't be half as...
Whoa! Whoa! Oh! Nobody's around. But maybe they left something behind. Might Hrudosh have left it here?
Here, Mutt. Search.
What is it, Mutt?
Hey,
That's probably Hrudosh.
untie me!
If he's here, then the statuette must be too.
Oi!
Let's get out of here. I'll wait for you up the road.
Forget you saw anything.
You've got a dog! Show what you're...
You won't get me!
Fuck yourself! Show your stuff!
Carved figurine किथे? I don't see any figurine here. मेरा ये ना गल करा. पता नहीं. और नहीं था. गल करा है. How the fuck?
Go! Whoa! You alright?
I am now. Don't know how you got here, but thanks. Never been smacked like that. Not even by Plank.
He's the one who sent me after you.
And why?
Don't worry. I won't thrash you like he does. But you could use a bit of discipline. What were you thinking?
Well, I just thought I'd earn a little extra coin.
Where's that statuette now? Have you got it?
No. They took it and didn't give me so much as a groschen. Locked it in a chest by the fire pit. Shame. I was really proud of that.
Why did you steal that statuette?
For a lass, actually. I sort of modelled this Mary after her. Well, she's really loved.
But I still don't see why you had to pin.
Well, Steelow, who's apprenticing with me, said I should buy the lass something nice. That's what they go for. I can barely afford a beer. So I thought I'd try my luck with these fences. Plank does the same from time to time.
And what would you do then? After all, Plank knows what you did.
Well,
tell me about that.
She's awfully pretty and kind, but she might not be too bright. She got some fool to furnish her old house for her. Something's always breaking in it. Poor Steelow goes over to fix everything and always comes back battered. I told him I'd go next time, but he's too nice and won't let me.
Oh. And how often does he go round to repair her furniture?
A few times a week. Or sometimes even more often.
Then next time, just say you'll go instead. Or the two of you go together. It'll be easier that way.
Yes, that might actually work.
I know what's up.
Why were they holding you in the camp anyway? They got the statuette, so what else did they need you for?
They asked if I'd make more statuettes like that, so I said sure. Then they said, well, I'd better make them for free. Next thing I knew, bam, I was tied to a tree.
Oh well, what did you expect? That they pay you handsomely?
Maybe.
What will you do now?
No way! Plank would beat the life, but I was thinking, those bandits didn't seem badly off. Maybe I can find it.
Oh, brilliant idea. As long as you don't value your own life.
I don't really.
You've upset a lot of people in town with that theft. If I were you, I'd leave. Maybe for good.
Damn, that's serious. All right, I'll scarp her. Thanks for everything.
Whoa. Thank goodness. It's fine. Now time to hurry to Voita.
About time. You're mine! What do you want?
You want to try me?
I'm bleeding.
Now that's what I call an opener.
What?
You have a kind.
I brought you the final statuette for the altar. The Virgin Mary. Has Plank delivered the rest to you already?
That's right.
And how are you feeling?
I feel terrible. It's like the potion's not really working.
Sorry about that. I brewed it as well as I could.
I know, and thank you, my friend. You've always been there for me, watching what I do and judging me.
Of course. Did you expect anything else?
No, it's just... Thanks to you, I had a moment to think about myself, about everything I'm doing. I am just one step away from finishing this grand daub. But now I'm not even sure why I'm doing it. Did I really want to honor Voita's memory, or was I just meant to think that? What if it's not my own idea, but something that skull? What if it was put into my head?
What devil? I know you're doing it for Voita.
Noble or not, what does it matter if I can't even say what Voita would have wanted? I'm chasing no... And you? I thought God sent you to me. But if the devil has plans for me, why did you untie me back then by Trusky? Out of the goodness of your heart? Or were you...
I didn't even think about it. You were just someone who...
And then you went looking for my things, even though the whole mess was really my own. You should have left me there at that tree. Maybe the Lord would have taken me to him then, but now, after all this, one trial after another, and I fucked them all up. A good Christian doesn't bow to idols or spawn infernal beasts. I drove out one devil with another, and pulled you into it too.
You told me back then that none of it was a sin.
I was too arrogant to see that it was all being whispered into my ear by some... We even plotted a murder together, for Christ. When Burkhard showed up, I heard nothing but that vile, sulphur-smelling whispering. I wanted that man dead. And those... I only pray that the lads in his gang find a better path in life.
I have no doubt at all that that bastard deserved what he got. Bandits and murderers deserve punishment. Everyone knows that. The devil doesn't need to whisper it to you.
So who is talking to me, Henry? Who else would force these horrible thoughts on me and make me commit such godless acts? Before we dealt with Bellissimo, we were playing at being the Lord of Hell and ruined that sinner's hope for God's mercy. Doesn't it seem to you that all of this... that we went too far with it?
पता नहीं
You needed help, so I helped you. That's a virtue, not a sin.
I hope God saw your intentions, and that the end really does justify the means.
Didn't you say you hated that saying?
And yet I clung to it, didn't I? I always chased noble goals, and it never turned out well. You know full well how it went with Voita. Everyone unlucky enough to cross my path ended up dead, insane, or at least forsaken by God.
I'm here because you're my friend.
A friend?
But what?
But sometimes I feel as if you and the devil who's tempting me are working hand in hand. Yet I believe you're not a bad... I've spent my whole life heading towards this moment. But if it really was the devil guiding me here, do you think, if I finish this painting...
Well, you got this far through your own effort and talent, not some curse. Look at this splendor. The devil can't create anything.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. He's destroying me.
Did you do all those things with evil intent? I don't think so. It was out of love. For your craft, you...
Maybe you're right. Out of love for my neighbor.
See? And if the devil tries to tempt you again, I'll...
I hope you won't have to go all the way to hell for that. But how would you even get there? You, who were sent to me from heaven. Thank you, Henry. Go and fetch the people from the monastery. I'll have it done tomorrow, whatever may befall.
Let's see. I think I lost it. What is he making? ओहो टाइम सवेर तो रात तक so he made it. देखते हैं उनकी पढ़े हाँ Why? अच्छा ठीक ठीक
So, that's that.
How'd you feel?
It's strange. I was afraid nothing would change, like it was with Burkhard that time. And it's all thanks to you. You stayed with me until the end, and I realized God's still giving me a... I know it won't bring Voita back, but I wanted to achieve something in his name, as if like giving him more years in this world. And it worked.
And what about your head?
It's gone quiet. I still sense something there, somewhere, deep down.
Well, let's hope it stays that way. And remember what I said. If it shows up, It'll have to deal with... And now?
Well, the best part of painting was how many places I got to see. Maybe in the autumn of my life, I'll travel a bit. And they say autumn is lovely in Riknov.
Watch out for the trees. You know you have a certain pull for them. Can I help you with anything else? Collecting hair from a leshy? Beating up your neighbour? Arranging an audience with the king?
Not a thing. You've already run around and bothered yourself enough on my account. This time, I'll take a leaf out of your book, and I won't just hide away.
Take care, then.
You too. Drop by again sometime if you ever want a shield painted. It's a leaf. And there's...
What is it?
After everything that happened, well, I wanted to entrust you with my painted friend. Take my... And if it's not too much trouble, granted eternal rest.
I'll do what I can.
Thank you.
It's over. It's over. Painting करिए 2 मिनट. Shading, shade the painting. बहुत टाइम मतलब shade the painting नहीं की थी मैं.
My respects.
I'm sorry.
Coming right up.
Shield. Best shield केड़ी ना जो. महंगी shield है हमने भी साले. Bellsmith.
You know how it is.
Blacksmith. Weaponsmith है.
There's always something else.
Weaponsmith. सारी कंप्लीट करते हैं. यप, सारी गेम कंप्लीट है. बहुत सारी गेम है. मजा है. बहुत सारी गेम. 10 out of 10. बहुत सारी पड़ी हुई. I'm hungry.
Sei gegrüßt, mein Herr. Schön, dich zu sehen. Dank und...
चलिए फिर एक बार पेंटिंग करिए ना आके तो गेम कंप्लीट हो जाएगी. हेनरी ने फिर बाय बाय करिए.
You friend.
हेनरी 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 हेनरी. और मैं गलत जगह आई हूँ. Let's paint the shield.
A fountain? Where does the water come from? Here, in the middle of the city. A fountain? Where does the water come from? Here, in the middle of the city.
Cloud looked just like you.
I think it must have been a storm.
But मैंने पता नहीं लग रहा. पता नहीं.
Can you paint?
By all means. A nightly one.
Okay. Let me see. अच्छा पैटर्न है. अच्छा. ओके. ऐसा होना. I like white. White and black. अच्छा category religious nature animals historical ऐसा सोना लग रहा है हैगा तो वाइट ही सही बट ये चेंज करना चाहिए ऐ सोनी ये ज़्यादा सोना लग रहा
It turned out well.
बस गेम खत्म जी जी आखिरी वाली ना ये ओ रेड्स मजा कैंट गेम मजा आता है
What would you... Certain.
I'd like it.
My
Why?
Excellent.
I'm glad.
Excellent.
Hey ya, 10,000 तो उत्ते तो मजेदार है शुक्रिया पैसे कितने मेरे को 12,000 ठीक
Pardon me.
सब कुछ सही है एंटर दबा quest other सारा सामान रख के ये पहला चल जाने यार 2 मिनट की गल है सामान रख के फालतू का सामान भी गेम खत्म हो गई है
And what can I get for you?
रख लेने
To a good harvest.
Just imagine. The other day, I was standing in the yard when I saw this cloud in the sky.
So what?
The cloud looked just like you.
I reckon it must have been a stormy cloud then.
No, just an ordinary white one. But it had everything. Your hair, eyes, mouth. It was the spitting image of it. It must be a sign.
I reckon you're right. I
you
saw
at the
your
Horse
likeness
Market?
just the other day too.
I didn't see you
Really?
there.
Where?
That calf
Prize gave me this
बुक्स तो रीड करिए बुक्स रह गई हैं रीड करने वाली यहाँ
It's been awful lately.
And you
If
came
I
straight
hear
to my...
about
स्कॉलरशिप 30 हो गई खत्म सही है
I'll have some wine.
Okay. Let's go. खत्म आ जानी
I apologise.
साइड हो
Careful.
थोड़ा समझ
My humble
मेरा मन नहीं कर रहा गेम बंद कर था इतने पे बकचोदी कर रहे हैं पर है क्या
Nice work! Nice work indeed.
What the fuck?
You saved the peasants but sent your own men to the slaughter. You like to keep your hands clean, but war is a nasty business. So who are you going to sacrifice for your conscience next? Your little Jew brother? Cape on? Yourself? You play the game, but you don't understand the rules. And in the end, you'll lose.
Like you did.
You learned nothing. You understood nothing. And yet I tried so hard. And yet we share the same fate. Lord! My family was slain too, by the Turks. I felt just like you do. And Eric went through the same thing. That's why I took him in. We're one big family of orphans. Well, of course, you do have a father, although he's not gone so far as to give you his name.
Man, time. Doggy. Is it over now? दोबारा सो के देखे मैं भी कुछ हो जो
Ganz brav.
अभी दोबारा कोई स्लीप आवे nothing like that करें
Sir.
ओके जी बाय बाय गेम मजा सेव एंड गुड यस मजा गुड गेम 10 आउट